What up, everyone? It's your boy, Satem Ali, the Reverend of the Revolution, welcoming you to another edition of your daily revolution, helping you to wake up, turn your brain on, and to prosper every single day in every part of your life. Your physicality, your health and fitness, your spirituality and your purpose, your relationships, marriage and family, and of course, the business and bank account. Today's topic, who's in your huddle? Part 2. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So I finished up 20X, and if you've listened to a few of the episodes before, 20X was a 12-hour crucible, right? From 7 in the morning till 7 at night. There were 2 breaks. There was like a 20-minute break for lunch and a 20-minute break for dinner, which they fed you an MRE. I don't know what it stands for, but it was the Army food and packages, and it was sure tasting and delicious to me. And we finished up 20X, and it was brutal. And that night, as I limped off into my car, I said, I will never, never again. There's no way I'm doing Kokoro. Kokoro is the 50-hour juggernaut straight through. And by Tuesday, I'm chomping at the bit. Oh, I want some more. I want some more. Yes, I want to have more. And I'm on the eve of registering for Kokoro, the 50-hour juggernaut. Like, I can't wait. Who would I have to become? This is the question that all of you ask. Like, who would I have to become? For some of you, it's like to just make some more money. Who would I have to become to not overeat and stuff my face? Who would I have to become as a provider to live in that home that would be a significant change from the current home I live in? And there's nothing wrong with where you're at. Like, understand this. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no judgment. I pass no judgment on where you're at. I don't care what kind of car, home, clothes, none of that stuff matters to me. You know what matters to me is that you are doing your best with what you have, and you're seeking to have a higher level of awareness. So back to 20X. By Tuesday after 20X, all of the men inside of 20X, my boy Phil, my boy Steele, Jesse Ewell, brother Bednarski, Big Sam Falsafi, brother Finlay, all my homies from Warrior, we were all like, oh yeah, Brett can't forget about Brian Phillips. We were like, dude, we're doing Kokoro. And all the men are like, I'm doing it. Now, you know, there's a piece of me that wants to do it with them, but I made some previous commitments. So I'm not doing it in July, but I'm going to do it in September. I'm going to sign up and register for this thing. And it's not cheap, right? 20X was like, well, that's not cheap either, depending on who you're, but there's a significant investment. Not just of money, but of time and energy and training. I'm going to have to shed 40 pounds. 40 pounds. Hear that again. 40 pounds. In the last 10 months, I've shed 35 pounds. In the next 5.5 months, I'm going to shed 40 pounds. Why does this matter? Why is this significant? Because who I am today, I'm not strong enough. I'm not great enough to handle the workload of Kokoro. I'm not big enough. And I'm not talking about LBs. So who would I have to become? More powerful, more certain, my endurance, the whole 9. Which leads us to the topic, who's in your huddle? It's significantly easier to make a commitment and follow through when you have a huddle of champions. A huddle of people. So, right, I run my Shield Maiden event. We just had Shield Maiden live this past week. 12 powerful, wonderful, fantastic, courageous women who stepped into the gauntlet, into the vortex, into the time warp to grow and to expand. It's awesome to see the message thread going. Like they're still sharing their insights. They're still sharing where they're at and what they're going through, and it's awesome. But see, they can do that. Why? Because who's in their huddle? You've heard Jim Rohn say this, and Jim Rohn, the late Jim Rohn, like you will become the 5 people that you spend the majority of your time with. Take a look at their income. Take a look at their health. Take a look at their happiness or lack of. That's going to be you. Which means if you want to change your life and you want to transform your entire physicality, spirituality, relationships, as well as finances, you may need to change your playground and your playmates. Yes, changing the playground and the playmates, aka who's in your huddle? Who do you spend time with? Who do you talk stories with? Who do you go out to eat with? Who do you have awesome conversation with? Like whoever you are around, whoever you surround yourself with, they will affect your life. Imagine being in the New England Patriots huddle. I love the Patriots. Tom Brady. In my day, we had guys like Troy Brown, David Patton, Matt Light on the O-line, Joe Andruzzi, Damian Woody, Jermaine Wiggins, Antoine Smith. Like some of these names you wouldn't even recognize because I don't even know if they start on anyone else's teams yet. At the Patriots, the huddle was filled with powerful players. So in your life, you have an opportunity to surround yourself with who you choose to. Does this mean that you've got to get all self-righteous and judgmental? Oh, I've lost all this weight. Look at you. You're so fat. Oh, look at me. I've got money. Look at you. You don't. Oh, hell no. Slap yourself in the face if you get all high and mighty and like egotistical. It's one of the worst things I see. People lose weight and they want to go on this like judgmental path. People start to make money and you can always tell new money because they always want to brag about how much money they make. Man, don't be doing that. That's not what the revolution's about, right? The revolution is about growth and expansion and about creating value for other people. Now you get to choose who's in your huddle. So take a look at the people again who's in your huddle. Who's your association? One of my mentors, very wealthy, very happy, very just a great man, said that your association, Satema, that will be more important than the books that you read and the things that you listen to. And I thought, how can this be? And he said, because the friends and the associations affect what you listen to. They affect where you go. They affect everything that you do. So, your friends matter. Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Brothers and sisters, it's like my mom and dad used to tell me all the time, if you play with the pigs, you're going to smell like pigs. So who's in your huddle? Who you spending your time with? What's going on inside of your life? Crazy example, right? I just had one of my warrior brothers in town. He's a businessman. He's an author. He's a coach. Does insurance. He's a big dude. He's a stud. Guys flying from the East Coast, the West Coast, the North Coast, the South Coast, they hit me up. They come stay at my house. My door's open. I feed these men. I let them see me with my boys. We hang out. We spend time because they are the men in my huddle. They're the men that I love to spend time with. So who's in your huddle? And yes, this might mean that you're going to spend some money to get into some of these huddles. That's just the way that it works. Now, I'm not asking you to go and spend all kinds of money. What I'm asking you to do is to take a look and say, what do I want? And do my current relationships help me to get what I want? Change your playground, change your playmates, change your life. This is your boy, Satem Mangala, reminding you, if you're going to create a life of real radical results, it's going to require you to get into a relentless pursuit with a ruthless commitment to pay the piper and to change your associations, level those up so you can get to the top of your mountain where your prized promised lands and possibilities are waiting, just waiting for you. And yes, that may mean sometimes you pay to get into these circles so you can level up your association. The revolution has begun. I love you. I'm out. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.